Audio is included. Yeah.
Alright, so the ultimates of Paladins. We're going to be going through each of them one by one and talking about them, what we think was good or bad about them, and giving them a rating out of 10 based on how good it is. So, Atlas.
And this isn't professional. This is just kind of our
opinion.
Our humble opinion.
The opinion of
we're not high-level players at all.
The opinion
we're
of
not high-level players at all.
Yeah. So Atlas's very conditionally decent. Best for last-minute pushes or last-second things to get the point.
Holding people back near their spawn if you're like way up there, or it's like really close to a push.
I personally haven't had
many
games with Atlas. I don't have much experience.
Same,
with him, but
I don't have much experience.
I've had
I have
one or
almost
two games where it saved us, and I've had one or two games where it was completely useless. So it could be very situational depending on how you use it and if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
The good news, most of these ults are pretty much always going to be situational.
Yeah.
A few exceptions.
It's fine.
Atlas would probably give like a 7 out of 10 personally.
I would give 5 out of 10.
5/7, perfect score.
7.
Cool.
If you get that
9 out of 3.
Pat yourself on the back.
Alright.
I give this
7.8
champion a $1.02.
7.8 out of 10, too much water.
Yes.
Alright, Androxus. Free 4,000.
Androxus.
Is alright.
If you want to use it
the
best, you have to do it from above, because that's where you get the best line of sight. That also makes you super easy to target if you're got a decent team.
If you do it on the ground, it's like a 2 out of 10. But if you do it in the air...
And if you're in high-level play, like ranked matches, or you're professional, he's probably one of the worst ults you can use, just because you're super obvious and easy.
Yeah, I don't really like it.
Because the first thing everyone
It's not too great and it hasn't really helped me out that much.
If they don't have hit scans, go for it.
Yeah, the first thing everyone does when they hear death awaits you all is either runs and hides or look up in the air and to kill you.
It could be good for getting around shields, cons, Fernandos, because they can't look up with their shield.
Yeah, we just had a
Terminus can look up
where I was Terminus, and I was in a corner with my shield up, and he ulted the wall behind me, and it managed to kill me.
It would hit you. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's area damage.
It can be good. Yeah, I would give his an 8 out of 10.
I would give it a.
I would give.
I think you're too.
6. I would give it a 6.
You're being too liberal with your score. I'd give it a 6.
Maybe, probably. I mean, it's just a lot of damage.
Okay.
All right.
We're on to Ash.
Yeah, I think you're
my main.
Ash. I'm lowering my
Jonny,
scores by 2 each.
I believe you should have.
Yeah, you're the one who should have this discussion.
Ash.
Ash, my main. Basically, it's invulnerability. So if they don't have any way of pulling you out, you're invincible for, I don't know, 10 seconds? 15 seconds? I'm not 100% sure.
I'm pulling these up as we're talking about them. So it's 8 seconds.
Okay, good. Good. So it's just flat out invincibility. If you time it with your team still alive, you can and you hit them with it, you stun them, giving them easy targets, and then obviously you can fight back.
And it's called assert dominance, so there's that.
It's basically a T-pose without the T.
I am giving this ultimate a 6 out of 10. It would be a 7 out of 10, but she does not T-pose while doing it, so I gotta remove that point.
That would make it an 11 out of 10 automatically.
Hi-Res, get on that.
Get on that.
Make her flag a T-pose.
Literally unplayable.
Alright.
It's also really good for locking down a point.
I would agree with 7 out of 10. So we have, at least for me, we have 5, 6, and 7. Barrack.
On to Barrack. I've never played Barrack, so I cannot give much opinion other than he literally just locks down a point.
I feel like Barracks is a worse version of Ash because he can still get hurt, he can stand in there, but if doing damage to other players solely requires them stepping into it, and they can destroy it from within or the outside. I know if they shoot the flamethrower, it can destroy a lot faster.
I don't think the flamethrower can get destroyed, but
I know you can shoot the shield. It takes record damage.
the shield has
That's how
20,000
I
health though.
saw
So basically the thing is,
I mean,
the
at one
shield
point,
can
Vivian
protect,
taking it out.
more of your more of your allies, and it does damage, but it doesn't stun, and it doesn't give you complete invulnerability. Like if they step in the shield, sure they'll take damage, but they will still be able to damage you. And plus, they
Also,
can
you
just
can't
choose
shoot
to
through
not
your own
step
turret.
inside the shield.
Most barracks, you don't even walk towards it once they ult. You just kind of stand there, keep shooting
Yeah,
at them.
you stay to the side and shoot their other allies. I would give this
Plus, it
one
only lasts
a-
for 6 seconds, opposed to Ash's 8.
8.
I would give this one a
But
5.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 4 because I don't like it.
On the Bomb King.
Bomb King's very good
Give your
for
king a
stunning
big
a lot of
hug.
people.
He
Yes.
can
And-
just flat out kill over half the
He can kill
cast,
most
lot of
people,
people.
depending on if
depending on their
close
health.
enough.
So, from my personal experience,
And by the
it's
time they
very
get up,
hard
you
to
could at
aim.
least put 2 bombs onto them.
From my personal experience, it's very hard to aim. So,
25. He deals 2,500 damage. That takes out Androxus, another Bomb King, maybe Buck.
pretty much everyone. Just don't go through listing all the champions, or we'll be here all night.
Yeah, it just
It kills
if you're
a
not
lot of
frontline,
people.
expect to die from his ult.
This even kills like Ying.
And if it
at
doesn't
first, you have
kill
all the
you,
cards
he
up.
can still stick
You're
you
gonna be
with at
stunned.
least 2 bombs.
Yeah, it stuns you.
So, and that's
Your only hope
right,
of survival
18.
if you get ulted is
damage.
you have a teammate nearby that wasn't hit by the stun.
The only issue is that if you're
Or you have
inexperienced,
some sort
you
of
can
wave.
miss very easily.
Yeah.
So, but that's the only thing. So, it's very good.
I'll
give
It's
this
not
one
even
8,
best for the
7.
damage. It's really good for us.
2,500, so it's able to one-shot most of the cast. So
Yeah, but even if you don't go for someone who
It's
you
like
can
a-
one-shot, it still stuns them and does a lot.
yeah,
I would say.
like if I'm not mistaken, Imani is the only non-frontline I can think of that can survive it, but that requires max HP cards.
I think I'll probably give this one a 6 or a 6.5. Just because.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6.
Just because that crowd control and damage.
Yeah,
Buck, he shoots fast.
Kind of sucks.
He shoots
He
fast.
shoots
Yeah,
and it
he's-
refills his ammo,
Yeah.
which is cool and all, but
But he can fire
I
fast
really haven't
with
seen it
his,
used
with
it's
his
like Tyra
reload
well,
set
but
anyway.
not as long range.
He can
like
fire
Tyra, but not
fast
as
with
long
his
range.
reload thing anyway. The reload exploit that Matt found out, where you could just shoot down to 1 and then get deft hands 3 and a bunch of reload cards and you're set.
and it's faster loading 1 shell and then actually pumping the shotgun.
Yeah. So all it does is give you infinite
His-
ammo, which
his
using that
ults-
strategy does anyway.
His ult's super basic, so
1 or 2,
just because
honestly.
it's kind of
Well, there are worse
Yeah.
ones out there, so I'll give it a 2 or 3.
yeah.
I'll give it a
His isn't
3.
the worst for the most part. On to Cassie.
I just
who
haven't
is probably
seen-
one of the best.
I just haven't seen it been used well.
Cassie is, again, very circumstantial. I didn't actually know, because I don't ever play
Cassie's-
Cassie. I didn't know it gives you movement speed and
is-
CC immunity, which I just saw. So that actually does make it a bit better.
Cassie's is flat out just one of the best, just because it's free wall hacks for I think almost the entire map.
Yeah.
And the entire team gets it, so
Yeah.
So we all
and
used,
very
remember when we used to make
coordinated
fun
team
of
would be able to
Cassie
wipe.
because we didn't think she was good. We just memed her. And now
She's
you're
She's not
pretty
good on
actually
console.
pretty
PC, you're going to find a lot better and annoying Cassies because they get aim better.
Yeah.
On console, she's not as good.
There's
There's going to be a
I
lot
can't
of
even
differences
preview
between
Ultimate.
PC and console.
Oh no, that's just voice.
That's
line.
only the
That's the voice line.
shout.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's only the shout.
All right. So that's pretty good. A
I'll
lot
give
of
it an
times
8
I
just
end up
because it's free wall
ignoring it.
hacks.
I end up ignoring it a lot of the times, though I don't even know why.
You don't feel threatened when she ults, but you just need to keep in mind you're always visible to the enemy, so
For
you
8
cannot go
seconds.
invisible. Keep that in mind. Yeah, Sky,
I'd give it a 7.
Sky, Shaolin, Strix, and Saris
Yeah.
are
I'll-
completely impossible to go invisible.
I'll be an even medium with 7.5. On a dredge.
Nice.
Dredge.
4,000
Dredge
damage
is
anywhere on
alright.
the map.
It's
in a
just really
giant
hard.
Yeah,
to
but
get
it's really
my
easy to get out
experience.
of.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I don't.
you have I think 2 seconds
I don't actually think
Time.
I've
You
ever.
have a good amount of time.
I don't actually think I've ever
Yeah.
died or tied to or killed anyone with his ults.
I've killed people with it, but it requires them to be completely oblivious, basically.
Yeah. It's like Janos' ult, kind of, except for the fact that it only affects a small area and not a giant line on the screen.
Yeah, it's not like instant death across the entire map kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I would say
It's good for pushing people away from a spot, but after that, then they just hop back on.
I would say 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'd say
4 for me.
I'd say a 4.
If you can hit all the damage, then that's like one of the most powerful ults in the game. But
It's one of the most powerful ults in the game. If you can land, it can one-shot almost everyone in the game.
Yeah.
Even some of the
Drogo's.
front lines.
Drogo's is just one punch.
His
man.
ult is
It's
fantastic
just one punch.
for one thing.
Yes, it's
You
very
kill.
situational.
You get a free kill.
You get a free kill.
get
and
a
if
free
you
kill.
miss,
It
then you
can
just-
be
well, that
countered.
sucks. Yeah,
And it can
can
be
be countered.
hit illusions.
you can take priority
hit
over it
illusions.
with, like what
Illusions.
Matt did with his punch. Matt, you've punched
Yes,
through
and
Drogo.
You can punch him
Roxas'
back.
beat
and
his
and
punch.
as we just saw, Ying clones you can put a
take
Ying
the hit.
clone in front and it'll take the hit. So that lowers it
And shields do not
substantially.
protect you. So your only way of surviving is to avoid him for however long the ult lasts,
I don't actually.
or
have to
sacrifice something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty good. I
Uh,
would give
On
it
the
an 8.
yeah, I would give it an 8.
7.5.
Just because it's basically a free kill.
Yeah, 7. You can just take out one.
Eevee, probably
A very good
one
one,
of the
but it
worst
doesn't
ones
deal
other
much
than-
damage.
it's one of the worst in terms of like how most people would play. It's supposed to
Yeah, I don't
essentially
really
want
like
to
it.
just you're supposed to get in there, and this is one that is terrifying on PC because EVs are just flat out one of the most dangerous you're going to meet on PC because they're
Right.
always in it. They're always Omeawa Shinderuing you.
I'm trying to calculate in my head this math. So it's 0.25
How much
seconds.
damage it does? It does, like-
6 seconds. Alright, so that's 24 times that deals 40 damage. So that is 960 damage. Wait,
Yeah, it's not a lot of damage
No.
if you get stuck in it, but
Yeah,
it does
it's
slow and cripple you, makes you impossible to move.
makes you
So
pretty much
it is
impossible.
really good
it
for
slows
crowd controlling.
it slows and cripples a ton.
Essentially stuck,
Yeah.
which makes you a super easy target, especially for some like high damage.
And it
champs,
does
like
because
a
it
Victor or
cripples,
Vivian.
there's no escapability, so you have to run
Yeah,
away.
you would have to
or
use a crowd
else-
control. You'd have to use like con shout
Yeah.
to get out.
Which I'm not even sure if you can do that after
It's-
they've ulted, but I don't know exactly how
No,
that works.
you're not crippled on the shout, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's only escape options, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can't dash with his commander's grab, but
This one I'll probably.
I
She
like-
also
I
has
like
a
Eevee.
card for Snow Globe that it deals 100% more damage, and costs 50% energy, but only lasts 3 seconds.
Yeah.
not really worth it. Her other two abilities are better. Never use that other one. The other two are much better to use.
Yeah. That basically just makes you do all the damage faster because it takes half time, but does
Mhm.
more damage.
It's better for like a kill confirming.
Yeah. I'd give it a 6.
I would give it a 5.
Yeah, I'd give it a 5.
All right, Fernando. Very powerful because
Good old.
everyone with
Will
a
not
very wide variety
Not
of
yet,
you,
amigo.
more than you can get with
It's,
Illuminate.
you can't
not be
die,
brought
but
down
you're
below
only at a
1500
certain health.
Yeah. Oh, and they can't be affected by damage over time either. Although it's only 4 seconds, which is not actually that long.
Yeah.
I've never really seen it be like game saving because if he's gonna use it, he's already desperate.
Yeah, fair enough.
And
It's
then
best for
people
buying
just
time or
kill
saving
them.
your teammates.
Yeah.
Like, oh, your support's about to go down, and there's only 3 of you, and you're waiting for your damage and another front line to get back. Ult, so you don't have to worry about that losing your support.
Yeah. That's
And hopefully
fair.
your damage champ is back by then.
Yeah. Just play that.
Yeah,
voice
but
line, 'cause it's
you only
pretty
have
great.
4 seconds
I
for
will
them
not
to
die.
respawn.
I will
and
not die. Not
get
yet,
back.
amigo.
It's So it's pretty good in some circumstances. Circumstances.
Stanches.
Shut up. Shut up.
No.
All right. 5 probably.
Yeah. It's an automatic 11 because he's so hot.
Heck yeah. Too bad he's freaking gay.
Speaking of hot,
Isn't that bad for
Furia,
us?
she's
Furia.
No.
Furia's
He's got
giant
he's got a good
flame
ult.
stuff. She has a very good ult.
it's
Why does this
useful
one
Furia
use
is
feet
very
and not
good.
units? Why? Her thing
units.
description says feet instead of units.
It's probably just a typo. But
Alright.
yeah, her ult is kind of always useful.
Yeah,
They
and
should just
this-
use
like-
measurement systems in Makoa instead of unit. It's one
in
Makoa.
Makoas.
Because Makoa is that one absolute unit.
Here. So within 150 Makoas of yourself, you gain bonus weapon damage and movement speed. I thought it was attack speed too.
Dang, it's pretty good.
No, I think that's
What
just
is it?
specifically to Furia because
It's
I think
only
it
weapon
maxes
damage
her
and
wrath
movement
out.
speed. It might
I think
be
it
that.
maxes
thought it
her
was
wrath
2.
out.
There is no circumstance where this is unless you literally use it. and
Unless you're
there's
the only
no
one.
even close to you.
You're the only one alive, and the entire enemy team is on you.
Yeah.
It's good for pushing points.
But
it's
even
good for
then, you
holding
become
points,
unkillable
it's-
for 2 seconds. So
Yeah, that
That's
could buy you
2
time for
whole
some close by
seconds.
teammates.
that's 2 whole seconds that you have.
You can also use it
basically
to
free.
save yourself from getting launched off the map.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Very useful, 7 or 8 personally.
I put it 8.
Fine, yeah. My second highest level champion. Never bought a single level, and she's level 19.
And level 13 and a half. Grok.
On to Grok.
Grok is
very
also
good.
very good.
Another very good
His
in
used to
all
be-
circumstances.
His used to be a lot worse because you couldn't fly. Keep that in mind.
But also the
But
flying.
once they
is-
Right,
build
you
the
know,
ability
anywhere
to
you want.
fly,
Also, the flying is very hard to control.
gives you
though, so there's like a give and
200
take.
health every second.
200 damage every second and 500 health every 0.5 seconds.
Yeah. Which is
So,
really good.
Screws your the enemy team over while helping your team, which is
Yeah.
also
Mhm.
very good.
And you can use it for
You're not
attack or
invincible.
defense.
Keep that in mind, you are not invincible, so if you use it on low health, and they can
You're,
kill you.
you're gonna die. I did that a bit ago. During one of the games before.
I've done it
started
before,
getting-
thinking I get invincibility while using it.
Yeah. Which I think if that happens, then you should at least get it back. But we won't get into that here.
You should get something back if you die in its activation phase.
Instantly. Yeah.
Like, I'd say like 30%.
Again, this one's a solid like 8. Very good.
I'd give that
in
an
all
8.
circumstances.
Grover, another good
Grover.
one, but only if you're
Very
close.
good. So good.
Only if
Yes,
you're
your
close
entire
by.
team can be close to death, and then you can just
there
roll
go.
up and
And then
save
they're
the
not
entire
close to death
push.
anymore.
But if you're not close, it's completely useless, and it's impossible to defend yourself.
Yeah.
But you are healing yourself, so you're not going to die immediately unless you have like all of them shooting you.
This heals for a total of
Usually-
10,000 health to everyone over its duration.
Which is
Usually,
twice as
I've
much
seen
health
it
as
used
guys.
very good.
That is the
The only
way you
highest
can
kill
amount of
somebody while he's
healing in
ulting is
the
if-
entire game,
If everyone,
except for
the
maybe
only way you can
Fury's
kill
laser.
anyone while he's ulting. No, there's higher than Fury's laser. That's, in fact, I think Sky's smoke and dagger set is even faster than
I don't
Fury's
know.
laser.
I don't
wouldn't
know. This
say
one does
that.
25
400 no, it's
health
400
per
health
second,
a
so I
second.
don't know.
It's 300 like every 0.25 seconds for Fury's
We won't
laser.
get into that. The truth is, it's a lot of healing.
Solar Blessing is
It's
300
very good.
health every 0.05 seconds.
So
I
again,
think that is the second highest healing in the game.
again with this one, I would have to.
I
give
just
it
don't
an
know how
8.
long
It's
it
just
will
useful in pretty much all circumstances. Again, another 8. All right, I got Amani.
Yeah, I'd say 8.
I would give it a 7
Imani.
just because it's useless to most of your team if they're not close to you.
Imani, I'm really bad with this ult because I don't know the
Imani
flying all that well.
is one of the only ults that genuinely makes me worried in a game immediately when she summons it. If you do not find her, or you do not target that dragon down,
That's a lot of
that thing
damage.
will rip you apart. It's got one of the highest BTSs in the entire game. Imani herself,
but you can kill her and get rid of it very quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
you can
if you're
also kill the dragon.
flank
It's
is
got a
the
lot of
best
health.
person
It's got
to
like
do that.
10,000. And the dragon cannot get healed.
Yeah.
So you keep
And
that in
just
mind.
get bulldozer
worry
or
about
regular or whatever.
It's bulldozer for the dragon.
Bulldozer. Okay, then you just
Bulldozer.
get some bulldozer and you're good on that.
Is it?
front.
Yeah.
Does it
Even then, you
does it
don't
last
need
till you kill it?
It lasts until you kill it or
a certain
her.
No, there's a time
Got
limit
it.
on it too.
Is there? I've never
That's weird. It
experienced
doesn't say that.
time
It's just
limit.
not stated. It doesn't say it, but it has a time limit.
I've never seen
think it's
that
like a minute,
anywhere. Well,
Maybe
I've,
30 seconds.
I've never seen it
I've-
run out of time.
I've
but
sur-
then again, everyone targets it. So.
I've had it run out of time. I have not died using the dragon, and I have not died as the dragon.
All right, so what are our
Give
ratings
it
for
a-
this one?
I'll
It's
give it
6.5.
7. I give it 7. Just because you're completely vulnerable.
Yes, but it's also a good distraction on all fronts to pretty much the entire.
Yeah, it's a good distraction as well.
So probably 7,
don't
7.5.
charge
Just
in
don't
time.
use it inside, like I've discovered.
It's hard. Despite its size, it can go outside most of the doors. Just make sure you know how to control it before using it.
As long as they're big doors.
Damn.
Alright, shut up. Inara, basically just a crap ton of
Essentially
crowd
bombkins.
control. Basically just a crap ton of crowd control.
Yeah,
It's alright. It's alright if
it's good if
It's
you have
really
teammates
good
with
if you-
but
you have teammates with you because you don't do enough damage to really make an impact on
unless
killing
they're
them.
already hurt. Yeah, unless
So-
they're already hurt.
you have a teammate.
But to make sure that you stay alive and to make sure that they can't do anything.
It just makes Inara harder to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're close to killing her, she can
Because Inara's
she
got
can
one
throw
of the
that
highest
stun you
survivability
and then
rates.
throw down mortar and earthen guard. So
Mhm.
Yeah. It's pretty good, but again, very situational, and the range isn't all that amazing.
Yes.
So,
usually
God
you're using it.
himself.
Usually you're using it right in front of people or right in front of
Yeah.
you.
I usually
So the
throw it on
range
my
really
feet.
doesn't matter that much.
So,
I usually never like try to wide no scope people with it from across the map. So
alright, so this one probably gets like a 4 from me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 5.
Alright.
Now we're on to Janus.
We have 3 more lines and then
Janus
Zen,
is alright.
So, Janus is really good
Janus
at
is like
Janus.
insta kill on again most of the
Most of the
castings.
people.
It's just a line of death.
But it does show exactly where it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm. You're
Although
also not.
it's only
invulnerable.
1.2 seconds that you have to charge.
Yeah,
which is-
you have
That's
time to get
usually
out,
enough.
Yeah.
But unless you have no mobility, if you have no mobility like Vivian or Tyra, or Saris, you're not getting out
But there are a lot of times
unless you're at the edge.
that I've found when I'm on the receiving end of it where it's like if you're looking at it like at the wrong angle, then you'll think you're
It
not
seems
in
like
it
it's
when
not
you
on you.
actually are, and then it kills you that way. That happens a lot with me, so I usually spin frantically to see if I'm actually in it, and by that point it's too late.
Usually I'm trying to fight somebody and they're
Yeah, it just
distracting me
catches
and
you.
I'm trying to deal with both that and then this coming my way, so
Yeah.
that's usually when it gets me. I'll give it a 5.
Step into the light
I would
Yeah.
give it a
and
6.
perish.
Anacon.
Con
That's
is
a
garbage.
Big
His is garbage now.
It's a guarantee. It's hard
not
to
even
Almost
hit.
a guaranteed kill.
It's usually a guaranteed kill if you're on the edge of a map and they have like no good mobility. Like let's say you
And
pick
you have
up,
to angle the right.
Makoa. If you launch them, they're not coming back. His spin isn't fast.
If you launch an EV,
Eevee's
There-
coming back no matter.
There are very few things which can actually save you. I would think maybe like a few of the flying things, like Willow's ult almost definitely can.
Zen's ult can
Zen's
save
ult
you.
can, because his launches you really far. If you have any
Urias
teleports
can if
like
you
Ying,
get it fast enough.
if you ever teleport like
Crocs.
Ying or
Talus teleport.
Talus.
But that is assuming you can hit them in the first place with it.
Yes,
Usually
which
you
is
have to hit
almost
them when they're
impossible now.
stunned or shove it down their throat.
Yeah.
Another way you can do it, you
To
don't have to
even
throw them, you can
pick
just
'em up.
hold them and have your team just burn
Just
them
wail on
down.
them.
Usually you do that. Usually do that if you're on an inside map or there's someone that you can't like launch off because they
Or
have too
there are
much
barriers
mobility.
on the wall.
Yep. But
So
I would give it a 4
I would give it a 2.
I would give it a
because it's so
3.
hard to hit.
I would give it a 2.
I would give it a 4 just because it's so hard to hit, but it's almost a guaranteed kill if you can land it,
I would give it a 2. to be
assuming you're not
honest.
getting attacked. Kinessa, probably one of the more broken ones if you have the right loadout.
Yes.
It's alright.
Kinessa.
So, as long as you shoot on the upper half, it does counts as a headshot damage, and
Which is 1800, and if you use a specific card or specific
You can
legendary
one-shot
talent,
most
whatever you want to
people.
call it, you can deal 2400 damage, which is enough to one-shot most of the cat.
yes, and if you
Which
have
is
Eagle
kinda
Eye, then that's
annoying.
an additional 25 damage. So you have Eagle Eye for an additional 25% damage, headshot damage, and then you have this Headhunter, which gives you 50% increased damage, and yeah.
Just
Yeah, it
basically
could
on
hurt.
PC, you see a Kinessa, run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The snipers in
But
this game
usually-
are not balanced very well.
usually she's very far away and you could get a solid mass in between you and the Kinessa in time before she can kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Although
she can push
teleport,
you with her
but,
teleport and use her rifle, but her rifle isn't fantastic. You'll probably still die
that's
to
not
it.
really affected by
because its
Headhunter,
DPS
at
will be so
least
high.
not with ammo,
It,
so
it gets
does have
headhunt.
limited
It does get
ammo.
affected.
It does get the
Yeah,
boost,
it does get
but it
affected,
still
but-
doesn't have. It doesn't have unlimited ammo.
It doesn't have.
I would give it.
It doesn't
a
have the
4.
talent.
I'd give it a 4.
If you're on console, this is like a 5. If you're on PC, this is like a 9 because they're so accurate.
Yeah, it especially doesn't help that it doesn't really actively affect anyone. It's just like,
It just gives you
Could be.
damage buff. That's all it does.
Yeah.
essentially.
all right, Koga, very
So
good.
this is- It's essentially
Especially-
dredge.
It's alright.
Especially
like-
with Blood Reaper, because
essentially
that's an
dredge.
instant kill as long as you keep it over them for the entire duration.
It's like dredges, but you can move around and it's 1,000 less damage, assuming you hit them all the times.
Yes.
It's also
Exactly.
super
Which is
easy
still
to
enough
avoid.
to kill.
You move slowly. You move slowly.
It does move slowly, but which
You're
Koga
dead.
can get to you very quickly.
Very fast.
With his dash, it can be very
Dash, even
Phantom step,
agility.
whatever that is.
bad time. I a 5.
I give it a 6 simply
No,
because it hit,
I'll give it a
it's the-
6.
sim-
An
I give it a
extra
6
point
simply-
for the Fist of the North Star reference.
Yeah, the
You're already
Already
dead.
English translation.
Yeah.
I
All right,
wish-
Lex.
I wish
So-
the champs would say what when they died to him.
Lex.
This is
This
it's
is-
essentially a finisher.
Lex
It's a
sucks.
very
It's a
good
finisher.
or very bad because the law, it stops for a lot of people apparently, because if you happen to be above 65% health, you take 600 points of damage, which is not bad for most champions. And if you're below that, then you're
It's
dead.
a third for some of the
So,
points. But you also don't. It takes a long time. It's like a good 2.5 seconds before
which is
it
plenty of
shoots.
chances to
You
get
can-
healing off. I've
it's
barely
also
saved
plenty of
people
time
with
to
healing
get-
a lot of times.
It's also enough time to get.
No
burned
one
down
escapes
nicely.
the law.
I think we're gonna have to each increase our ranking of it by 1, just because the meme "No one escapes the law." So, whatever.
I'll give it,
Mm.
in that case, a 5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.
I
I don't
4 or
like
5
it.
is
I've never
solid
been able.
enough.
It's alright.
I've never been able to successfully land on a.
All right, Matt, you're taking this next one.
Leon.
Yes,
Yeah,
being the resident
Leon.
expert on Leon, I have the most knowledge about this ult. It's alright. I mean, it's good for kill confirms, and if you do kill somebody, you get 50% of the charge, which is good, but you can only usually kill one
1600.
person.
Yeah, it's 1600
And-
piercing damage.
It's just to be safe. And usually you can kill that person if they're below 1600 anyways, you just have to do a little bit of work. It can save you. I've survived, I think I've survived a couple ults using it.
You can also
And I've
save
gotten
yourself from a con.
3 or 4 double kills with it. And other than that, it's alright.
If you spam it out con ult, you can stop midair, and then you can use your dash to get you back to the map.
I haven't
Yeah,
played,
I've seen that.
I haven't played
I've
it that
seen that.
much, so
Done.
I'm gonna trust your guys' rankings on this one pretty much entirely.
I'll give
I
it
give
a
it a
5.
7. I give it a 7 simply because it's invulnerable.
Giving out a lot of 5s.
Yeah, I
There's a lot.
think everyone's
whatever,
average.
because that's kind of.
Maeve, that is.
The ults in this game are surprisingly not. Maeve is actually a fantastic.
Maeve's
player,
is really
especially
good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not-
just flat
yeah.
out they can't see. I've died.
You
multiple
render
times because
snipers.
I can't see.
Useless.
Yes.
There
The
are
only
very
thing
few
you have to
people
worry
that
about
are
is Cassie.
more affected.
Cassie can
than
flat out
you
counter
just
it.
can't
with her ult.
counter this, but that's assuming you're facing a Cassie and that she has her ready.
Also, reveal people
Tricks
with
can.
his flare.
But that again, you would have to hit them and predict that you're going to use your ult.
You don't have to hit people with the flare to reveal them, Tanner.
You have to go by them.
You just gotta
You
be
have
Pro
to
tip.
near them.
Pro tip,
Yeah.
if you want a good time, get 2 Maeves, opposite teams, all at the exact same time, everybody's running around in the dark. Nobody knows what's happening.
I would give this one a 6 or a 7 to be honest.
Give it an 8.
Ah,
Also, her
I'd
ult
give it a
changes
6.
depending on the skin, so depending on what your skin is, you'll change what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Like the Rave Maeve is hilarious.
Brave Maeve plays dubstep music.
Alright, McCuddles.
Dude,
Very
Makoa,
good.
I got this.
Makoa.
Makoa is a solid 12 out of 10. He summons up the power of God himself and regains all of his health, and he could beat people
Goes up
into
to what?
submission with his monster anchor.
And you would increase your health by over double. And it lasts for 8
And
seconds.
it spawned arguably one of the best memes of the game.
You challenge
You can
You
also-
challenge Makoa.
You can also increase the health you get by using Leviathan, which
I will have to
also
lower,
grants you CC immunity.
I will have to lower my ranking of it by
On-
a bit, just because we did actually get a champion that could finally challenge Makoa in Terminus. So unfortunately, I cannot give it the full 12 out of 10 ranking.
In
Also-
every single character reveal that I've ever seen,
yeah,
somebody comments, but can they challenge Makoa?
they challenge
Every
Makoa.
single one.
Every single one.
Everyone. He has got
I'm
one of
without
the best
fail.
memes in the
I'm gonna
entire
give it an
game.
8. I'm gonna give it an 8.
I will give it a 12.
I'll give it a 5 out of 7 perfect score.
5 out of 7. Alright, so that's about a 7 or 8. Mal
No, that's a perfect score. Miles is
Mouse is alright.
hard.
I mean,
Mouse is hard
people
to hit.
scatter, which
Mouse is hard to hit.
It
but
scares
other than
and
that, it's really good.
You
it
also
scatters,
play also-
which is good. But instead
Yeah,
of stunning and keeping them in one place, they're moving, so they're
They-
trying to get a
yeah.
hidden target, and it's only for 2
You
seconds.
can
Yeah.
can force him to walk off a map if you do it in the right spot, which is really hard because you're usually not there.
And usually
Using
most
another point.
maps have
It's a good.
Little
It's also
ledges.
good at using for escaping. Because it
It's
buys
really
you
easy for
time.
this thing to be blocked too by both intentionally and unintentionally by like accidentally hitting the payload, say for example. And then
Mhm.
your ult is vertical and it's pretty much useless. So
yeah, I'll go to a 4.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
4 is fair.
Moji.
Moji, it's basically a free kill if you catch them,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, if you could
which
catch them.
considering their whole thing is going to be
It's-
running away and their teammates are probably going to be protecting them. It's a lot more
if you're
difficult
soul
than it
ult,
sounds.
it's one of the best to use as a soul ult because especially if you're alone out with somebody, it's a guaranteed kill.
Using it point blank with Scamper is the best choice too.
Yeah, Scamper in general is just you need to use Scamper if you're not already on top of them.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 4.
4.
Just because it's basically a single kill. You're killable while doing it. They can get away and be on pit and just be fine. But you can shoot from enemies because they do have like a reduced health pool. So it can heal if they're already hurt, so keep that in mind.
Pip. I don't know what to give Pips. I don't
Pip
actually
is
know.
essentially
Yeah,
a AoE emoji ult. And you can't insta-kill.
And
It's
you
great
hit
with
everybody.
combining with like AoE ults like Dredge because you have low mobility as a chicken.
If you're alone,
And
it's
low health.
terrible. If
Pip himself can kill one or two if you know how to fight with Pip.
But that's
I
assuming
don't,
that the
but
chickens
I've seen
aren't
Pips.
able to avoid
I've
you.
seen
Avoid
Pips
you.
just wipe teams because of it.
Yeah. So if you have teammates and you can get a lot of their team, then it's a very good ult. But
Yeah,
if you
if
use it
they're under
alone or when
1500
the
health,
enemy
you'll feel
team
them,
is
though.
like has like one person alone, if you use it during either of those times, then it's pretty much useless. So I will give it a 5 in the middle because it can either be really good or really
I
bad.
shall also give it a 5.
All right,
On a
Ruckus.
Ruckus.
Bringing out
It
the
sucks.
big guns.
It
Yeah,
used
it's
to be
super
bad,
easy to
or it
avoid.
used to be really good,
It's
but it's
super
really
easy
easy to kill
avoid.
him.
All it does
Yeah,
is paint
if
a
you
target
just-
on your back.
In a right good position and you have the entire team in front of you, go for it. There's nothing to lose. But
You
it's
wouldn't even
super
think
easy
you
to
get
block with
damage
a simple
reduction just
shield.
because of how quick you die. And yeah, any front line that has a shield can block it using that shield. You put down an Atlas and a Nara, a Fernando,
Torvald's shields are the
Makoa.
only one that really can't do anything.
Well, yeah, but I mean like the actual like shield, like wall shields.
Mhm. Yeah, Atlas
Hey,
renders most ults useless if you can block him with it.
Yes.
With the
Pretty much
exclusion of
anyone with a
Makoa's,
wall
because
shield.
Makoa's
Ash.
Yeah, Ash can just counter ult and be completely fine.
She doesn't even need an ult. She can throw down her shield and she'll be fine.
So can Barrack.
I would give it another 5. Maybe
I'd
give
give
it
it
a
a 4.
Saris
Sarah
is
I-
the opposite
Saris
of
is
Mouse.
pretty good.
It-
Alone,
it's-
it's pretty
The opposite of
terrible,
Mouse
but
was.
It seems like it's been worse lately because you both have been saying that you've been able to hit a lot less with it. I mean, I don't use Saris all that much.
I don't know if that's the case. That's how much
I
it
don't know either.
seems. I might have just whiffed it,
Yeah.
but you never know. It's very good with other people, Victor, Sky, Terminus,
Gaze into the abyss.
and
On its own, it's not fantastic.
On its own, it's
other
not
than
that
pulling
great.
them off a point. Other than
But if
pulling
you
them
you
off
can
the
pull them
point,
off
so
the
you can
point, and you can shoot all your orbs in, and you can
do a lot of damage.
get your
that way.
agony charges up,
It's
or
best
you can get
paired
your
with
soul
other
collector
ults.
charges up.
It's best paired with other AoE ults,
Mhm.
like Sky.
But it's very much a support.
So,
Mm-hmm.
alone, it's like a 2 or 3, but with other ults, it can be bumped up to like an 8 or 9.
Almost a 10. Yeah, almost 10. Because it would
Almost
be
10.
basically a confirmed kill. Because
Yeah.
the first week Terminus was out, I remember this because I was Saracen, Matt was Terminus.
Ceres.
Yeah, I remember that
And
play of the
we had a
game.
combo
You
good.
got a team wipe with your
We
your
got,
ult.
yeah, and I got
Well,
to play
your
the game
ults.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, because Sarah's gets
pretty
a lot of
good.
play of the games because of her assists with her ult. So very good in some circumstances. Very good.
Ceres.
Yeah, in others. I saw something. All right.
Shaolin
Shaolin.
It's
One.
pretty bad. You can counter just by buying something. From
It's
the
Oh, hey,
pretty
someone's
bad.
watching Sparkle Farts. Hi, hello, Sparkle Farts. This will be
was-
on my
Yeah,
YouTube
we're
channel
ranting
of the
about-
same name, Spellshot62. So if you want, go subscribe. I have more Paladins content over there. I have a bunch of other
subscribe to the
content.
Torah War.
plugging
Subscribe
your
to
Like
Torah
me on
War.
Twitter and pay me stuff on Patreon.
All right. So as our resident Shaolin expert, unless either of you feel the need to take over,
No, other than he looks
It
like
sucks.
Nick Cage.
it's bad. It's really bad. You
You can
draw
buy
your
it.
bow faster, withdraw,
Eliminate.
which recurve does already, and you gain movement speed and constant invisibility until you shoot, which is like the time you need invisibility the most. It's just overall a very underwhelming ult.
I'd say it's the second worst ult in the game.
It's a really bad ult.
It's bad.
Honestly, Planted is better than it. Like, It is way better.
Because you're doing, it's like what, 1,000? It's like, you can do like at least 4,000 damage.
It's 800 per
Planted.
second, I believe. Or 800 per shot, and you have 6 of them. So, yeah.
4,800 if you can
Heat
land every
haze is
hit.
not very good. I give it a 1.
I give it a 1.
1.
Maybe a 2.
Sky.
just because I
Sky
feel
is like a 9 or
damage
10,
is
so
worse.
right off
Skies
the
is
bat.
good.
Sky.
Sky is good in low level play. In high level play, it's pretty much useless because people know how to get away from it really quickly.
Yeah.
Which we're on console, so we're low level play.
Which basically, it's either a confirmed kills or at least pushes everyone off the point.
Sparkle
That's
Fart
why I
says
could
I
play the
vote
game.
Willow, so I'm guessing he thinks Willow's ult is very good. But we'll get to Willow's ult in time, good sir, or madam.
Yes.
So the time
You're
bomb,
going to have to watch until almost the very end.
giant
We're
AoE
almost done
attack.
anyway.
Yeah, we're pretty much done. We have like 1 row that's left. You throw out a bomb that does a crap ton of damage, gets rid of all
4,000.
shields, and goes past them. 3,000.
The
It
only
can kill
ult
pretty much
the
anyone.
only shield that can stop it is if you throw up a terminus shield and the bomb goes through it. That will nullify the bomb.
Yeah, if you can
Really hard
throw
to
it
pull
on an
off, but it
Atlas
does
thing, or if you can just get away, which a lot of people can, unless you use the Sarah's ult. So yeah, casual, I give it a 9 or 10, which considering all we do is casual, pretty much.
High level,
that's
high
all
level
that
play,
matters.
Same.
even ranked. I'll give it.
I'd
like
give
a
it an
5.
8.
An
I'd
8,
give it an
really. All right, I'm sticking with 9.
Yeah, because the characters I play can
He
get
says,
away from it or counter it.
He says filthy casual.
Not everybody can live on their golden thrones and play on PC.
Oh, he's pointing to himself. Okay, he's calling himself a filthy casual.
Oh, yeah, you're a filthy casual.
We're all filthy casuals around here.
We're all filthy casual. on
When
this
it's us, I
side.
have an excuse, but when it's you, you're all good.
Alright, so Strixon in general has very underwhelming abilities, and his ult is no different. It's just throw down a blinding
it sucks.
flashbang.
Ult, if it's not a direct hit, you can still see.
It's literally a grenade in
If it's not
every
direct.
Call of Duty game ever. So
Yeah, if you can, if it's not a direct hit, it's useless. If it's a direct hit, and it's basically just a
you're
Mave
just
ult.
blinding them for a
There's
few
direct
seconds.
hit.
Yeah, it's
His-
a Mave ult that lasts
his
even less
ultimate
time.
is- His ultimate is a move that I can use every time I die in Call of Duty.
Yes,
So,
you do it twice in most games.
it's not that great. You do
Yeah,
it twice.
Uh,
So,
cute
it's not
face
that great.
Sparkle for it.
It's
Yeah, I
bad.
give it a 1 again,
bad.
along with Shaolin.
I give it a 1.
Maybe a 2 if you can hit the entire.
I'll give
team,
it a
but
1.
That's like about it.
Yeah, usually
Alright.
that's
Which
about
is
it
rare.
if you're alone against
Final
them.
row
Talus.
plus Zen. Talus. That's at the beginning of rounds,
Talus.
and when you have your rune of travel down. It's very good.
Yeah, you can push people off forces,
It's a hit and
and then
run
you
ult.
can go right back.
You can also
Yeah.
knock people off the map if you.
You
got
can
the
possibly
right
even kill
placement.
some people, or at least deal a bunch of damage, which will delay their time.
That's
even
what
more.
It's really good
Personal
for
is for.
snipers,
what
closing the
nothing
distance
personal is
between
for.
snipers and ranged characters. You punch
Nothing
them, then you
personal.
teleport.
Reveals
Punch
that
him, shoot him,
it's
teleport back.
perspective, he
before you're-
sucks. Yeah, Talus.
Yeah, it sucks.
Talus's ult is not good from a support perspective, but
Yeah,
if you
it's
just use it at the start
best
of a
used
game-
for finishing off somebody that thinks
finishing
they're
off
safe.
someone, or again at the beginning of a round to knock them off from their horse. And make
Gimping,
it
yeah,
take
gimping a
even
horse.
longer. And sometimes more of them will even try to attack you, in which case you could just rune of travel away, and then there are more of them that have to travel even longer. So it's
Usually I
very
just
good.
ignore my allies that are getting screwed over,
Cool.
but
Yeah,
They can handle
so, overall, I would
I'll give
actually
it
give it
2.
a 6. Honestly, I would give it a
Ooh,
6.
Six.
that's the difference.
Very
I give it a 5.
controversial.
if you say so.
Because it's just the fact you can basically remove their frontline or support for like 20 seconds. It's
I
just
feel like
really
it's high
good.
ball on the time, but
Terminus.
we need to keep moving.
Yeah, we do. It's gonna
I feel like
Terminus
is really
is
good.
ult's useless until you die.
it's literally useless
Yeah.
until you die.
I mean,
Terminus
mean,
plus
if you're
Ceres is
awesome
good.
at the
Yes, as
game-
we were just talking about, just with Ceres, we were talking about this, how right when Terminus came out, you got a team kill with one of you as Terminus and one of you as Ceres.
Team wipe.
Team wipe,
it was awesome.
not team kill.
It's
Yeah,
very
team
good.
kill.
It's like
Yeah, Sarah's combos are
you
powerful.
you are a more powerful Sky
You just
Bomb,
need to watch out for.
and you get a free life.
You are the bomb.
You need to
You are
watch
the
out
bomb
for
that's
Androxus
Skyrim.
or Atlas though, because Androxus
Androxus
can
can
knock back
absorb
almost
it.
all that damage, and Atlas can reset you to that 1 health
Oh,
if he
yeah,
hits
true.
you with a rewind.
So
And then you're
Just
dead
need to watch
right
out for
after
those
again
two.
Anyway. But other than that,
But
you're pretty
it's very good.
7 or 8, honestly.
I'd give it a 7.
He also
no,
made
7.5.
memes.
Are you guys
I give
ready
it an
for
8 just
EO?
'cause
Do you
these
know what
made
her
memes.
ult is yet? Johnny, what is her ult?
I don't think EO's. I don't know if EO's ult has been revealed yet.
Okay. She uses a
The
bow.
bow,
Probably not. Let's just skip it.
Yeah, she uses a bow. Well, I
She's
understand,
coming in
based on
a
her
few hours
pictures,
apparently, so that's gonna be really exciting.
I thought that was supposed to come to July out. July.
That's
think
just what
it's a few
Sparkle
hours.
Farth is saying. I have no idea if that's what.
Tanner,
That's
when did you start trusting the word of somebody named Sparkle Fart?
I'm not saying that like that person's right. That's why I said apparently at the beginning of it, and then told you that it was Sparkle Farth that said that. I have no idea about any of
I
this.
think she's supposed to come with the next battle pass, because the next battle pass is supposed to be a beach babe kind of set with Fernando, Canessa, and something else.
Yes, just what this game needs. More stripper skins.
I mean, it's Fernando. People
Sarah's
have been begging for a
Sarah's
armorless
enough.
Fernando.
All right. Anyway, Terminus's ult is like 7 or 8.
Good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Torvald!
It's
Torvald.
horrible
It's alright.
on inside maps. Inside
Leon
maps
has
is terrible.
so many skins. She has
Leon.
5.
I don't know if Leon.
Yeah, but they're all...
Leon
Leon.
has 5.
Leon.
Oh yeah.
I think Leon's getting
And she's getting one.
Another
So-
stripper skin.
No, it's not a stripper skin. It's I can't remember the name. I can't remember.
It's okay.
Watch
We
guard.
need to go.
It's like watch
Yeah.
something.
All right. Yeah,
Let's
we're
go.
running out of time. So,
Hyper Beam's
Beam.
pretty much trash.
they nerfed it a lot. It should.
I haven't
It's
seen
terrible
Torvald
inside.
in any games so long.
If you want to get a good Torvald, you gotta be on an outside map with a knockoff point.
It has the same
Yeah,
problem as
or you
Hans.
can push them
The only
all into
difference
that
is a
drill.
giant beam instead of.
Some maps, like I think Frog
Yeah, Leon
Isle,
is
is
gonna
ult
get
one of the
these
best.
As Anara one time, I walked into a Torvald laser and I was unaffected because she had her like
Earthing Guard
CC
or
or
whatever.
Yeah.
Earthen Guard.
CC, it's literally useless if they have CC immunity.
so
I
I
would
just
give it a
walked
3.
towards him while taking
I
it
would-
straight to the face.
It's basically
I
just
don't even think it
Hans,
does any
but a
damage.
giant beam instead of just one small beam that you grab with. So I would give it like a 3.
I'd give it
Yeah.
a 3 too.
Yeah.
A 3 as well.
All right.
Tyrus is alright.
Last
Tyra's
6 people. Torvald's
Yeah,
on gold is good on
Tyra's-
certain maps. Yeah, that's true, but you have to angle it right, and you have to hope that there's nothing
And it has
in
to
your
be
way.
certain
Because if there
maps.
is, then yeah, and certain maps, of course.
Tyra.
Tyra's is very
Tyra's-
good. We were complaining about one that was just an attack speed increase before in Buck, but Tyra's actually does more than that by
You don't have to
increasing movement
reload.
speed, and it does
Because
not.
you have infinite ammo.
It's
I
also
mean, you do
really
with
good on-
you do with Buck too, but that doesn't really matter with Bucks because
It's
again,
also
the
really-
strategy
Yeah,
you had
but his is
before.
a shotgun and hers is a freaking assault rifle.
Yeah,
And
you're
plus,
right.
she's got built-in life rip. Tyra's got
yeah,
built-in
and
life rip.
and
keep that in
built-in
mind.
life rip. True.
She has like 50%.
Plus, anybody
she has,
with
like,
Hunter's
50%
Mark is
Takes
is
more
visible to
damage.
everybody
Dead.
else. Yeah, Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark increases damage. Plus, if you have that one card, that one talent, everyone can see that person too.
I'd give it
So,
a 6 because
you're
it
dead.
only affects her.
I'd
Yeah.
give it a 7.
I would give it a 6 because that's her only mobility option as well.
True.
Right.
Victor.
Mr. Call of
Victor,
Duty himself.
I can never hit
Victor.
Victor's thing. I can never hit
It's good, but
Victor's
Yeah, It's
it's
alright.
good.
I can get away from it. I'm usually hit by the first one and I survive, and I have enough time to get out of the way from the second one.
thing. I only
Give us his old face back.
yeah, I only usually get killed by it when like they're
You're low
solo
health.
targeting me, and
Or
by
you're low
that
health already.
usually whenever they're solo targeting me, I'm ironically enough very bad characters that you shouldn't be solo ulting. Like I was Maeve like a little bit ago, and they solo ulted me with it, so that's a thing.
To be fair, I think you were just next to me when he was ulting me because I was in Ash that game.
Maybe
you were
I
next
don't.
to me.
I don't remember. I don't.
I remember you got
exactly.
ulted next to me.
All I know is that I was there.
But
and he
it's
was
Victor.
targeting
He's
it.
got one of the easiest ults to use.
One of the easiest to use, but not
He's-
one of
he's-
the best particularly.
He's Call of Duty bait.
Call of Duty bait, exactly. So I would say again a 6 for this one.
I would
Yeah.
also give it a 6.
All right, on to Vivian's. Vivian's is a 10,
Vivian?
Screw Vivian.
or very high at least.
Vivian?
because
She's, yeah, it's a hard
Johnny,
one,
you
just
can explain the
because you can
problems with
charge
this.
You can
explain
charge
the problems.
another ult while ulting. They've nerfed this. I don't know. I haven't had this happen in a while.
They haven't.
But you can keep a Vivian ult into the next round after an ult after ended, assuming you didn't die at the end of the round. Because if you die,
Not
it goes
all-
away.
And
Yes,
not
you
only
can
are
shoot
they
them out.
invisible,
But it's really hard.
and not only are they
It's
invisible,
really hard to
but
shoot
they
them
have a
out.
lot of health. And yes,
They're not
as-
invisible,
as
but
Sparkle Fart said, it does charge while your ult is active, which is very overpowered.
Yeah.
You
which is
can
annoying,
you can
especially if you have
use
morale
it,
boost.
and that you can use it for a whole life, and then you die, and then you'll have it again already.
have it back
that's-
already.
it's
And just
overpowered.
it's just constant explosive damage. It needs some kind. I feel like it either needs to remove the charge while ulting, or reduce their give them a time limit.
Yeah, but we're just talking about the ults
Yeah.
here. That's we're not looking at the overall character. We're just looking at the ults.
The
and
overall
how they
character is
work
still
with
too
the
easy to
character.
use.
Still
Screw
really
Vivian.
easy to use on console.
She's-
on
she's
PC,
low-
she's a
she's
lot
low on
easier
PC.
to fight.
Because
So
you have
this
better
one,
aim and you're able to get around her.
this one is a 9-ish.
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8.
Other than
Just
I
screw
hate her
Vivian.
Omega
That's
skin
screwed.
voice for it.
Willow is basically
It's
just
alright.
a flutter for 10 seconds.
It's Androxus, but not explosive.
Yeah,
or
but you could
not
keep
as
using
high
it
damage.
and less damage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's alright.
I mean,
I
Infinite ammo
would say
because
it's
of
like-
what? Vivian's thing doesn't give her
Do you get
ammo.
infinite? No, it doesn't even say that.
No, neither Vivian nor
It
Willow
might.
get infinite ammo, so I'm a little confused. But Vivian's does
the,
not.
the launcher things haven't.
I'm not talking
damage
about Vivian.
until
They do, yeah, but they only shoot when you shoot, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they have them
Yes.
on the ammo, but they only fire when
So
you're
you still
firing.
have to reload. Anyway,
Yes.
I don't really think Willow's is all that good, especially since a lot of people have like machine guns and stuff and can take her out anyway. There's no reload during her
Yeah.
flight. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't play Willow enough then, obviously.
Yeah,
I don't
there
know.
isn't. I knew that.
That makes it a bit better then. I was gonna say 3, but now that I know that, I'm gonna say 4.
I'd give it a 4. It's alright.
Yeah.
You can shoot people, but
I-
you're
I-
higher than them.
There's a reason Willow is, I believe, my lowest level champion, except for. but I haven't played
Barrack's still
Willow
my
much.
lowest level. I've not
Alright.
played Barrack ever.
Ying, I got this one, boys. Ying,
You're
my
main.
main. My
Go
main,
for it.
Oh boy. Sparkle Farth is a 55 Willow.
Wait a minute, Tanner.
Jesus.
Wait a minute.
My Ying. What?
Wait a minute. Ying is not a boy, Tanner.
A boy. All girls are boys as long as they're cool. I used to play her a lot before they got
It's
rid
not
of the 4
B-O-Y,
count. Yes.
it's B-O-I.
Thank you, Sparkle Farth. Yes, thank you. Bring back her
What'd he
fourth
say?
talent. It was so good. Ying's
Uh-oh.
fourth
Oh,
talent, the one that lets you heal 2 people. Yes, bring that
Right.
back. That was so good.
Or at least if they're not,
Why did they
let
remove it?
Make it her part of her standard like hit.
Yes, or
Make it
yes,
standard part of her if
exactly.
they're not gonna bring it back.
God, that frustrates me so much. But anyway, just her looking at her ult, it is a less powerful,
long-range Grover
but
ult.
global Grover ult. And
You can also teleport
and
while
you can
using it.
teleport. You can
Teleport.
teleport between your players. So like if you're really
Teammates.
far away, like chasing someone, like if you just respawn, then you can throw it. You can get off your horse, throw it down, and then teleport to your teammate, put down an illusion on them, and then you're back on the point with your tank, and they're getting healing from 2 different sources. It's so
Mhm.
good.
I've done that.
I give it a 9. I give it a 9.
Yeah. I say it's the second
I'll
best
trust
support
Tanner's
ult in the
opinion
game.
on it, and I trust
20.
Grover's the only
Sparkle
one I
Fart
feel-
says 20. I can agree with
Ying's I
that.
feel is the second
Nice.
best support ult in the game, only to Grover, but that's only
Yes,
if Grover is
that's,
near you.
That's only if Grover is near everyone.
Yeah.
Alright.
I got Zen. Alright, so Zen is pretty much the best alt in the game, The ability to launch yourself forward past 3 people, not hit a single one of them, and get bodied by them shortly after is a very powerful tool in his kit. Waste an entire legendary card
player
just to be able to kill somebody. And
waste a kid.
I would just like to point out that Sparkle Farts' main is also Ying, so I respect you, man. Anyway,
Nice.
Continue with your rant.
This is your channel.
Continue with your rant.
Being CC immune while hitting the person is awesome until people shoot you mid-slash,
Holy God.
which they can totally do.
Sparkle Farts has the level
And
183.
I would give it,
Jesus.
in conclusion, I'd give it 11 out of 10.
In seriousness, Zin's ult is not great.
It's
one
not
of the worst
I
in the
don't-
game
unless
unless
you
you have
have-
guillotine. It's
Yeah,
a 1
I've
or
gotten
2
whole
at
matches.
best. It's a 1 or 2 at best.
I've gone whole matches without even touching it.
There's a reason why competitive players only use it to retreat.
Yeah, it's only good for that,
It's one
if
of the,
any,
it's one
because
of the
they can
best
still
recovery
hit you.
options in the game because
when
how
you're
far
charged.
you go, but that's it.
Matt,
It's
do
one
you
of the
have
best
anything else to
recovery
say
options
about Zin, especially concerning his counter card, which was removed?
Oh yeah, on the thing of counter. Yeah, Yomi's great, but counter was awesome because you can just walk into freaking ruckus ults and just cut them up while they're shooting you with all kinds of rockets. Yeah, the counter can beat Drogo's One Punch Man thing. But,
Just
but
bring
it was
so
just
can a
so
lot of
satisfying
things.
walking into like
So can a lot
Vivian
of
and just slashing them up.
Yeah. So, Zin's ult is a 1 or 2.
That's my rant.
I'm gonna leave it at
It's a 1 for me.
that. All
I
right.
give it a 3 just because it's a great recovery.
It can be used.
And
to recover. That's it. All, that's all the ults.
That's everyone until EO
Wraps
comes
it
out
up.
next month.
Until EO comes
That
out, we
one's
can talk
RTO
about
releases.
we can talk about EO when he comes out after we've had some experience with him.
EO's a female.
It's a
player.
she.
I know. I just
EO's
I
another
don't know.
god though, so we gotta keep that in mind. We finally have
Another
a
god.
EO's probably gonna
next
have
for
it.
Janus.
maybe one day we'll make a tier list with these characters and their
Actual
totally
abilities.
large amount of feats in canon. They're totally massive canon feats list.
Yeah.
All that lore
Victor's
that we don't have.
Victor's F tier, being able to be killed literally by every other champion in their reveals.
Khan just beats
Heck.
him off with a punch.
In Leon's reveal, he died before she even got there. He was on the ground dead. Same with
Alright.
Khan
Ceres.
yeets him off a
He was
cliff.
stumbling into the ground, bleeding out, holding his guts in,
Khan yeets him off a
until
mountain.
she came and revived him. Khan yeeted him up across the horizon.
Yes. Alright. That's gonna be it for this stream, where we went over every single
my God.
ultimate in Paladins.
This video will apparently
do
also
you
be
guys
up
have
on his channel.
You guys have a favorite? And a least favorite?
A favorite ultimate?
I mean, I have my
Favorite
I
and
have
least
my
favorite
main.
ultimate? Or like best
Tie
best
between-
and worst. Best and worst, at least.
Tie between Makoa and Zen.
Makoa's is great just for the memes, honestly.
Go ahead,
You
Zen.
challenged Makoa.
Because I can guarantee you the first thing that people are going to say when they reveal EO like in game is, "Can she challenge Makoa?"
Well, she can't. Well, she's a god, so maybe.
I'm gonna
so-
make a fan
maybe.
fiction of Makoa x Lex, and their kid's gonna say, "You challenge the law."
But Atlas already exists.
So
Atlas
taking
is already
away,
Lex's kid.
Oh yeah, I guess he does.
taking
No,
away,
oh, man, Atlas, they have so much potential.
taking, yeah, Atlas is Lex's son. So taking away my Ying bias, I would have to say that probably Vivian or Sky has the best ult, and the worst is honestly probably Shaolin. I love Shaolin, but he needs a better ult.
Okay, wonder what their explanation was for removing his clones from his ult.
Because it was breaking the game. Wasn't it?
It was that, and it was too confusing to new players.
No.
What?
What about
That's
Ying?
the
Wait,
entire
isn't it
premise
supposed to
of the
confuse
ult.
people?
Are you gonna forget that
Yes.
Ying exists? Like,
That's what everyone's argument was. That's also the reason they changed a bunch of things. I think it was
It was bad
there's something
before
else
that
that
too.
That-
Because just
Multi-queue.
don't shoot the Shaolin that's standing still.
yeah.
multi-queue was removed for a while because it was too confusing to new players.
All right.
Shut
Very
up.
easy to
What
find
new
out.
players is game's dying.
Not
Fix your
wrong.
game, please.
Fix your game, Hi-Res.
We like it. We like
It's
playing it. We
enjoyable.
enjoy it. I don't
We're
like
only
paying
asking you
money
to
for
fix
a
it
game.
because we love it. We're only asking you to fix it because we
Please
love
just
it.
fix it.
Just please. I hire me. I'm working on learning to code games. Please hire me.
Tanner, I don't think you'll deal with the crunch of
Shameless self-promotion right there at the end.
Tanner. You're not promoting. Tanner, you're streaming. You can't.
Speaking of
self-promote.
promotion, donate to my Patreon.
God.
Subscribe to my
You don't have
YouTube
a
channel.
Patreon.
www.youtube.com/the
Tanner, you
Torivore.
better edit that
That's
over with like some basic.
space TORIVOR.
Just
.com.
edit over that with your own stuff, Tanner.
I'm gonna like auto-tune his voice. That is like spelling out my name.
Tanner.
says all your
Oh,
stuff.
thank you for your thank you for the sponsor today. Creditreport.com. I was walking.
All right,
I forget
don't
the
mind me.
song.
I have to report someone. His name is White Worm. And
No.
all right. Anyway, it's
I love these
very
Our
late.
shopping
I
shopping
want to
car,
go to
which
bed.
one's
This
me?
is over
A
an
new
hour.
convertible or an SUV.
The stream is just over an hour.
And I
It's
saw
supposed
that
to
my
take
credit
like 30
report was
minutes.
whack. Now I'm driving on a
So
on a compact use of FIRE. That spells free.
I gotta
Creditreport.com,
get to
baby.
bed, guys.
Saw
So
your
I'll see
ad
you
on
guys
my
some other
TV.
time. Bye, stream.
I'm going to go to bed. Good night, everyone.
Bye,
I
I'm
will
going to
post
bed.
this probably on Friday. So good night.
Do it.